Welcome back to Life Starts with Effie's Bubble. This is Ruth. I'm so happy to be here today. Oh my God, y'all just don't know. Today's Wine Wednesday, and this is my drink of choice and my dessert. So, anyway, oh my God, I feel the rush. And I don't have rights to the music that's playing anyway, by the way. I forgot to say that part, but yes, I'm happy to be back. Better than I was before. Let me take a bite of my cake, y'all. That's good. Anyway, like I said, I'm back. I'm here to stay this time. I have overcome so much in the last 2 years, I would say. It was a lot, but I never gave up. I gave it up. What that means to me is giving it up. I gave it up to the Lord to handle it for me, because those 2 years was COVID, recovery, school, kids being home full time, post-COVID, not healing from COVID, surgery, then my baby got sick. It was a lot, but I handled it. So, like I said, life presents itself in a very mysterious way. And when those things come to you, or the storms come your way, sometimes you want to run for shelter, but the shelter might not be enough. And it takes a lot of resilience, grit, emotional, what can I say? There's crying, there's laughing, you call whoever you think will listen to you, which for me is my family, because we are bonded like glue. And I hope you all can read my shirt. That's why I say surround yourself with people who bring you good vibes. For me, that's my family, my support system. And again, I don't know, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but the emotions are just rolling. And back in 2021, I think that's when I felt like a lot was happening, because that's when the pandemic hit. I had COVID. There was a lot of recovering for me to do. I was in school full time. My kids were home full time. And I had a full-time job. And then post-COVID, for me, I had COVID for 2 months. I never recovered like I thought I would. So in the realm of it all, my doctors told me I had to make a choice. I had to drop one thing, which of course, my priority was my children, my school, and I left corporate. That's what I left behind. And it was tough, but I soldiered on. My kids were my biggest support system. I would go to school with my kids. They would tap into my classes with me. My professors were very lenient, and they understood. There was a lot going on at that time. My baby, who's my son, now he's 7, had just started regular school. He didn't know how to go to school online. He can play video games online, but going to school online, that was a whole different ball game. My daughter at that time was in 5th grade. Oh my God, it was interesting trying to be the teacher, the mother, work, school, and recover. And my post-COVID symptoms did not go away up until a year later. And it was tough, but soldiering on for me was the only thing I would do. And that's the same time I started my business, my skincare company. I used to do things as a hobby, especially the skincare time. The skincare products were a hobby for me, for my family. When COVID came, my daughter had started having acne issues, so I figured, let me go to the lab. That's when it started. And then my family was like, okay, and my friends as well, you make these products for us, sell them. Okay, that's a story for another day. I'll tell you all my journey about how I started my business, the mistakes I have made, and how I was able to regroup. And now my, both my companies, which is the second one is the consulting firm. It was another journey too, but I have come a long way, y'all. And I want to encourage everybody who's out there, or anybody who's out there trying to start something, start small. Don't be in a rush. I was never in a rush. Start scared rather than be scared to start. Don't procrastinate for too long, because procrastination is the enemy of success and growth. And then I would say the last year and a half was also very challenging, because after my graduation, it took a while for me to recover. We had loss in the family, and then again, a few months ago, my son got sick. He had a mass on his chest nobody knew about. The baby was born with the mass. Up until January 2023 is when we found out he had one. Again, that's a story for another day, because I'm still trying to get myself, together from that. But we are great. We've recovered. We're on the recovery journey. His recovery is amazing. Again, I never gave up. I gave it up. I gave it to God. It was too much for me to handle. Being a single parent is not an easy job, but it has helped me discover the resilience and grit that I have in me. Man, let me tell y'all, you will walk and run and climb mountains you never thought you would. When you have problems or things that needs to be handled, you will do what it takes for you to do. And so I have embedded my children to my business, which I say my family is my business. They're with me 24/7. I call them my pocketbooks. When we do conferences, my children are by my side. The only time they're not with me is when they're in school. When we do markets for the business, they're with me. That's my best investment, by making them part of my business. So if you're new to my channel, prescribe, subscribe, however you want to put it. And I want us to journey together. Ask me any questions. I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. I will ask you questions, because I don't know everything. Let's grow together, learn together. I will teach you all what I know. I will give you cookies on what I have learned. I'll drop the gems on business, lifestyle, cooking. You see, desserts. Well, I didn't cook this, I bought it, but I can always bake with y'all. My kids love to bake. I like to cook. And as we go along, I'll also take you all to my factory where we manufacture the skincare products, and we'll do a day in the life of an entrepreneur as far as the skincare part, and also consulting. And I'm also a life coach. I have coached a few women. Well, I can't call them a few, but it's a good number who've come to me for advice, starting businesses. Others are stuck, in their parenting journey. Being a single parent, again, is not an easy job. You are both. For me, I'm both. My kids are with me 24/7. And I wear that crown with pride, because it is mine. I cannot say it enough. My kids are my first priority, and they will always be number one. I'm not going to put them on the side or in the back banner. They will always be either in front of me or by my side. Nowhere further than that. So the women that I have coached, we've journeyed together. It's always an emotional class where everybody wants to heal, and everybody's journey is different. And I have a class called Woman Gentrified, because I believe gentrification does not only belong to real estate. You can gentrify yourself as a human being, emotionally, your well-being, your financial status. Again, I always say it's not easy, but we can all do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. So I'm gonna try. I keep saying try because I said that last time 2 years ago, and then life hit me so hard, I didn't come back up until now. So yes, tomorrow is not a promise, but I will be here once a week, and I will post a video about anything and everything that I have learned up to today. because every day is a new day and new mercies come every day. So if you have any questions, any topics you want us to discuss, write down in the comments. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm Ruth Mbari. My Instagram is Effie_bubble. And I also have a page on Instagram, Life Touch with Effie's Bubble. And the reason why I call it Life Touch is because my life is a touch. And I have been touched and touched others. Effie is my middle name, and the bubble is where we all belong. My family and my friends, we're in that bubble together. So you can join me and we can build your bubble together and make the bubble bigger. We can learn from each other. And the big game, I'm back and talking about, corporate world. I left because it was a lot, but I had to pick. I picked my children, which I will always do. Then my school, thank God, I've graduated now. I have my master's degree in HR and corporate development. And the realm of it all, I also have 2 businesses. I have a skincare business, Effie's Bubble, and a consulting firm, Brickshare Consulting Firm. And the skincare company started as a result of my children. My son has eczema. My daughter, she is in this stage, y'all. She's about to be a teenager. She suffered from bad acne, and the dermatologist we went to was great, but nothing was working for her. I went to the lab, Google and everything, and that's how I came up with what worked for her. I mixed some oils, made a whipped body butter, and then something else. She was like, how can I clean my face? Came up with a whipped soap scrub. And after that, she's like, what else can I use? We made coffee scrub, and we're still developing other things as we go. We have a lot in stock, and we'll go to the factory together and build some stuff together. And also for my consulting firm, these are things that I teach people what I went through. I can't save the world, but I can teach what I know, because when I was leaving corporate, I didn't want to, but being sick, having COVID, not recovering, having too much on my plate, I had to drop some stuff. And that is what I chose to drop, because everything else had to be done. It was a job. It paid my bills, yes. But I had to do what was working for me. Being a full-time mom, let me sip on something, y'all. You got your drink on? Anywho, yeah, being a full-time mom, full-time student, working full-time, everything on my plate was a priority, but I picked what was topmost important to me. And I am happy today to confess to y'all that I love what I do. It was not easy to start the businesses, because when you want to start something, it's my passion, but I still had doubts. I was like, how will this work? Everybody's like, sell your products. I'm like, okay. For me, I guess it was the standards. I want this, but I feel like I'm here. And I started, I'll make something. I'll give some of my friends to try and my family members. Then they'll come back and say, add this, remove this. I'm like, okay. Sometimes I feel like I was going to stop, because I was like, nothing is good enough. But let me tell you all something. As long as you have people who are for you, they will tell you the truth, whether the product is good, whether it's bad. They'll come to you straight up and, hey, can you take some of this off or add this? And that's what I did, and that's what I'm still doing. I have helped a lot of family members, friends, and clients as well start businesses. It could be a small business, but to me, no business is small. You don't have to have $1 million to start. Start with what you have. Start where you are. On the other hand, when it comes to consulting, everywhere we go, we consult. To the pharmacy, at the store, I'll pick up a cake like this. I'm like, let me read the ingredients. What's in it? I'm consulting. I'll ask the baker at the deli, hey, is it gluten-free? Sometimes it doesn't say on the box. And I'll be like, so it says gluten-free. Is it sugar-free? For me as a consultant, it's not about making the money, it's about teaching. Yes, I don't do it for free, don't get me wrong. But if I'm gonna invest in something, I want to invest in the best. Everywhere you go, the doctor's office, you call for a physical, they want to consult. What's your insurance? We take this, we don't take this, you have to pay this out of pocket. Invest in yourself, go for your passion. You will be scared to start, but you're better off starting scared than being scared to start. Start and fail rather than fail to start, because when you fail, you learn where the mistakes came in. Like for example, when I started my business, y'all, it was so funny. The skincare company, it was funny. I'll make the product. I had the exact and great formula. I put it in a jar. Then one of my friends and a clients called me. They were like, so everything is good in a jar, but the labels are not waterproof. I was like, oh, really? Okay, cool. Not that I didn't know, but I was like, I didn't expect it to, get wiped off or whatever. So it took about 8 months for me to rebrand. I didn't change the company's name. I never changed the formula. All I changed was the packaging, a wider jar, and waterproof labels. But in the realm of having a business and being an entrepreneur, those are two different things. You've got to work together as one. You're married to your business, but on the other hand, you're separate entities because it's your business. But you don't want to call your business, my name is Ruth. I'm not going to call my name Ruth Mbari LLC. No. My business is Effie's Bubble and Brickshare. Those are two separate entities, but I'm married to them. But if I want to come and say, hey, you can have a shake or a split in my business, I'm not giving you me, I'm giving you a part of my business. That is a mistake that a lot of my clients have made in the past. The ones that I have dealt with, they didn't know because nobody told them. And then on the other hand, when it comes to making your product, you are your brand. You're not selling the jar, you're not selling the label. It is you. You have to be authentic. You have to be that person that sells the product. You have to tell people, what is my product about? What does this do for me? What does this entail? What are the ingredients? What does it not do? As a consumer, whether you're employed, whether you're the boss, whether you're whoever, you're a consumer at the end of the day. And I'm big on taking jars and be like, let me see what this got in it. If I see something I don't like, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get it. So when it comes to building a brand, as an individual, you are your own brand. You, your name, your individual, and then your company is your company. The brand, I can't emphasize enough because these are things I have learned along the way. You have to be organic. You don't want to take somebody else's stuff and sell your stuff. Sell your story. Tell people what it's all about. Because in the beginning, I was so scared. I'm like, will people buy my stuff? Why are people not buying my stuff? Because the ingredients are on the jar. I tell you what it does for your skin, but I was not voicing enough. Because I have a lot of customers now that understand my product. I am the brand. I sell the ingredients. I sell the product. And also, whether you're employed or you're hiring or you have a company or whatever it is that you have to know where to sell and how to sell it. You can market all you want on the streets, but it is how we deliver. I love to talk, but when it came to my stuff, I didn't know how to sell my stuff. But everybody's like, oh, you have good, a good product. But I was like, I'm not sure how to sell it. But as I went along, I have learned how to market my stuff. I have learned how to talk to people. I have learned how to express even the brand that I'm selling, that I stand for, because I stand by my products. And stuff that I sell, whatever is in my shop, we test it first. It's in the lab for months before I sell it. About 2-3 months, I'll start the process, have a few people try it. When it works, I have people who try it for eczema, for pimples, for breakouts, people with allergies, and then they'll bring me back the results. They're like, okay, this worked and this didn't work. And once everything is incorporated, that's when we sell the product. My kids are now growing. My daughter loves trying out stuff. She has very sensitive skin, and what she cannot use, I don't sell. When it comes to consulting, I tell all my clients, if I'm not comfortable, sitting with you and talking to you about whatever you want me to tell you, I'll send you to whoever can help you with whatever you need. I don't consult for everything. I consult for HR, business, startup. I do life coaching. Everything else, I build websites as well. But anything out of my realm, I'm not gonna sell to you because I'm trying to, make the money. No, I'm gonna send you to whoever I know will help you. I'm gonna send you to, it's like when you get a referral for this doctor who does this, but the other doctor doesn't do this. That's what I do. I love to help my clients, and most of my clients are women, because I want to help women grow. I want to build women. I've been shut down, I've been torn down, I've been canceled by a lot of people, but guess what? As long as you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, don't let anybody come and take that away from you. When I was employed, oh my God, that was always a problem. When it came to, your boss will tell you, you talk too much, but then again, they're the ones who want the answers. I was a corporate contract specialist. They'll come and ask for your thoughts. What do you think of this contract? Can we get more money? At some point, you're like, okay, you have to weigh. Are we making the money? I was in healthcare. Or do we want to place the patient where they need to be? Sometimes, you have to level it up. And then they're like, oh, you think you know too much? I'm like, I'm telling you what I know. And half the time, the people that are asking for this information, they've not done the job. Mind you, they found you there working, but they want to tell you how to do your job. You're my boss, but I have more experience than you. So if you're out there and you have the experience that is needed out there in the field, be your own brand. Build your brand. You don't have to, start a 10,000 employee company. Be your own employer. Be your own employee. Start small, build, and grow. Anyway, I can talk all day. I can go all day, but today I just wanted to cover, those little gems, maybe little, maybe a lot. And I'll post again next week, and we will talk about registering businesses, which a lot of people don't do, how to market your products. We will also talk about the fears that people instill in other people when they want to start a company. Believe in yourself, grow, build, and also believe in yourself. People will tear you down and they will tell you cannot do it. Don't listen. They're naysayers. Just learn how to block it. Because as long as you're listening to them, you will not get out of the basket. You will stay in that basket for so long, because insecure people will always come to you and tell you, what makes you think you can do it? What makes you think you're better than me? Or what makes you think your business will do it? Will grow, sorry. So, again, always remember you're enough. You can do it. What you put your mind to, you will accomplish. Don't be scared to start and work on your passion. Execute your vision and your dreams. So, again, if you're new to my channel, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you next week, and we will cover topics based on new businesses, business startups, registration, and how to grow your business. I have done it. I've been shut down again, but guess what? I gave it up to God and I did the work. They say prayer requires action. That's what I do. Peace. See y'all soon.